My name is Cameron. I like to start off by a quote by John Mulray, who is a mechanic. The items in service until a functional failure occurs, at which point they are repaired or replaced. In other words, no scheduled maintenance. This no scheduled maintenance is exampled by my friend Carter. This is his bike. This no scheduled maintenance is after the maintenance on a dirt bike is not done properly. So then it ended up breaking on him, and it's not cheap to fix them. I had my first dirt bike when I was 12, and I've had a couple since then. I've maintained mine ever since when I got my first one. I've been able to learn a lot with each one and find enjoyment in not only riding them, but also working on them. I'm going to talk today about how to maintain a dirt bike or any type of engine. This can be relatable to your guys' cars as well. I'll be talking about how to clean an air filter, how to do an oil change, and then a cleaning with the general inspection. This is the air filter for my dirt bike. On the left, you can see that one is dirty. That restricts the engine's ability to breathe. On the left, or on the right, you can see that it's nice and clean. To get to there, you put a little bit of gas in a bucket and soak the filter to release the oil and the dirt. Store it overnight in a well-ventilated area away from any children or animals. In the morning, while it's nice and dry, respray the oil for the filter, and that way it'll catch all the dirt again. After your air filter, you can move on to the oil change. John A. Shea, who wrote an article on oil, said, "Demand for new lubricants and hydraulic fluids designed to meet high-performance applications has led to the development of synthetic lubricants. I use synthetic oil in my dirt bike just for the longevity and the dependability of it, and it's a newer technology. This on the right is the new oil, and that's the old oil. You can check the color of the oil with the dipstick shown in the bottom right. After you decide if you need to do your oil change, you can undo the drain bolt and check the oil for any particles. If there's any metal flaking or particles in the oil, this is signs that there's damage inside the internal in the motor. The oil filter is right there. That's where you can also check to see if there is any particles that has caught either. If those both look good, you can reinstall your filter, but make sure to coat it with new oil so it has a good seal. Reinstall your plug and you're ready to fill. On the right side on the top, you can see that there's I'm pointing to two different spots. The bottom one is where you would put the oil in, and the top is where you check it with the dipstick. Some dirt bikes, these are in the same areas, but in mine, they're separated. Go ahead and put your new oil in it and put it to the desired height on the dipstick. Too much oil or too little oil can both be harmful to the motor. Run the dirt bike for about a minute or two just to get the oil through everything and soaked into the filter, and you most likely will have to add just a little bit more oil to the bike. After your air filter and your oil change, you can move on to cleaning. Cleaning with your general inspection is easily overlooked, but just as important as the others. This will allow you to get any oil off the bike that was spilled earlier, or check for any other oil leaks. Check for loose bolts, rattling, brake pads, tire pressure, and lights if your bike has them. Like I said, these can be easily overlooked, but they're important because they can ruin a day of riding. Maintenance is very important because you don't want to end up like my friend I mentioned earlier, and you want to just have a good time. You can find good enjoyment in keeping maintenance up on the dirt bike, and it's important to have your air filter cleaned. That is cleaned normally every ride or every other ride. Your oil is changed every 4 rides or so, and then this cleaning and general inspection should be done every ride, so you're ready for the next time. Cleaning is important because if you look